chill month for me, to be honest. There's been nothing great, but nothing bad. It's just been a very ticking along month. It's been quite busy, work-wise and stuff. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to spring now, to be honest. But I have found a few nice bits and bobs that I wanted to share with you. So we've got some self-care, we've got some miscellaneous bits and bobs as well. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. I think I will kick off with this. So I've been trying out a new brand on me. This is Nature's Spell, and I first heard about this brand from Katie Alice ASMR. I know she uses a lot of the skincare and stuff, so I wanted to give it a go because I love the ethos of it, all being natural and cruelty-free and lovely natural scents and herbs and things. And I've been really enjoying the hair care, so I might branch out and try some of the skincare as well. But basically it's probably hard to notice, you probably haven't noticed, but I suffered from quite a lot of hair loss in the last couple of months. It kind of started 3 months ago and then lasted a month, and I think it might have been because I had to adjust my diet following a sort of Crohn's issue. So I think that might be why it happened, but I wanted to invest in a hair growth complex, a hair growth shampoo and conditioner, just to see if it helped. And I did a stupid thing where I bought a Pantene Pro V, sort of cheaper hair growth kit, shampoo conditioner, and then I also bought this shampoo and conditioner and also mask and oil, which I'll show you as well. And I don't really know which one helped or if neither helped, and it just sorted itself out. But either way, what I've really liked about this is that it's just really shown me that I need something more than just my standard shampoo and conditioner, because I tended to cheap out a little bit on hair care. So I usually would just get supermarket brands, and that's always been fine. But I think if anything, this has taught me that I need to have a couple of things on the go, I think. So I've got my sort of standard big tubes of shampoo and conditioner, but then every sort of couple of weeks or every week I've been using this for the last couple of months, and I don't know if you can see how far through I am. Probably not. I can in the light. I can see. It's you. But when I do use this, I can really tell that my hair has just had nourishment that it doesn't usually get. So I've got the shampoo. I've also got the conditioner. It says it's meant to thicken hair and promote growth, prevent hair loss, and balances and soothes the hair follicle. It's got balance of blending Indian ingredients from the Ayurveda tradition and the latest clinically grown hair actives. It smells really, really good, like quite an addictive kind of smell. It smells a bit herbal to me, but like lovely clean, a clean sort of herbal smell. It's hard to describe, but one thing I will say about this set is that it's definitely shown me that I need that extra sort of level of care to just put a bit of oil and like good stuff back into my hair. But I do find that if I wash my hair with this set, it will only last like 1 to 2 days really before I feel like I want to wash it again. Whereas if I use like some of my other stuff, it can last like sort of 3 days, which is generally how long I tend to leave my hair before I rewash it. So it's not really like a problem, but it means I might try something else next time once I've used all this up, and just see if there's a different brand I could try, or maybe a different one of this nature spell brand that might not do that. Or maybe it's the fact that it's putting the vitamins and the oils and stuff back in my hair that means it needs to be that way. But anyway, this is the hair mask. The hair mask. It says it's sulfates free, silicone free, colours and SLS free, salt free, parabens free. And this is like, oh, it smells so nice. It's like almost like whipped. Don't know if you can see properly, but it's like a lovely sort of almost foamy texture. And stupid me, didn't realise that you were meant to use the shampoo and the conditioner and then this after both. So I just replaced the conditioner with this for a little while, like for like 2 washes. And then I realised, and I was like, I just didn't feel like my hair had been properly conditioned. And then I properly read the instructions, and it says to use this after the conditioner, so you do a 3-step. So I learned, and I mean, I really invested in this brand, but I also got the Growth Complex hair oil, and this is one that you just run through damp hair. So once you've washed your hair and sort of towel dried it, you put 4 to 8 drops into your damp hair. And I haven't been as big a fan of this, to be honest. So it comes in this little glass bottle. And it's nice, it is nice, but because the whole routine, as I said, kind of makes my hair a bit greasier than it normally would be, adding this on top is just like a lot. So, I mean, actually what I've not thought of is just using this with the other shampoo and conditioner that I usually use, that will like give me a few more days. So maybe I could try that. And I think what I probably did is put it through too much of my hair. I think I should probably have just gone with like the lengths at the end, as opposed to like dredging it through the whole lot. But I washed my hair the day before work and put this in the night before, and then I woke up and my hair was like so just heavy and gross. It really put me off using it. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear loads of like background clatters and stuff. It's so windy here today, it's just blowing everything around, and I've just had to go and close the door to this kitchen because against its door hinge thing and clattering, so I'm hoping now I've closed it, it won't do that. But yeah, I'm sorry if there's just lots of background swooshing. But anyway, next up, this is something I have been loving and I didn't entirely expect to. So this is the Laneige lip sleeping mask. I have heard so many people talk about this that I really, oh gosh, you can smell it. I really needed to know what all the hype was about. And it's like a sort of gel inside. And when I first opened it, I was like, that's not going to nourish my lips. I'm used to lip balms being a lot more like almost creamy, the ones that really work for me. Or just, I guess, not pink, like, you know, like, what they called, is it called like Carex or something? Or like a stick, or like a sort of oily, you know, like a balm, a creamy oily balm thing. I feel like I'm used to lips soft looking like that. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but this just looked, I guess what I'm saying is this looked like a lip gloss, but actually this has been one of the best things for my lips ever. You can pop it on before you go to sleep and you wake up and it's like still there. It also smells really like lovely and berryish. So I've been using this for like probably a month and a half-ish now. I absolutely love it. I will be repurchasing this when it's run out, but it's going to take ages to run out because I've been using it most nights and it's still like got loads left, so yeah, I love this. I think it's fully worth the hype. Okay, what should we do next? I think we'll go for a couple of foodie things. So, I did say I've been really looking forward to spring, and these have just been sort of a little reminder of what's to come for me. They're just so light and fruity and just feel like a lovely little treat. But something about like the fruitiness is just reminding me of springtime for some reason. But these are basically little moons. And it's mochi ice cream. So you get this little mochi ball, and inside it is like a lovely creamy passion fruit ice cream. And they're only small. I usually have like 2 as a pudding. Apparently there's only 77 calories per mochi ball. But I have been honestly loving these. They're quite expensive though. So I got these on offer for £4. This has been my second box through Feb. But I also found them in Aldi, and I meant to keep the box to like show you the comparison, but I've thrown it away. But it looks very similar. It's similar colours and everything, and it's fine. Like it's alright. I think the casing is kind of not that dissimilar to this, but the thing that makes it not as great as the Little Moons branding for me is that the inside is more like sorbet in the Aldi version. It's not got the same oh, that wind. flavour, and it's just not that same like creamy texture, it's just like sorbet, which, you know, like a lot of people might actually prefer, but for me, I prefer this one. And you're meant to give it 5 minutes when you take it out the freezer to sort of like soften, and I didn't do that the first time I ate it because I was just desperate to try it. But if you do it, it does really affect the casing. It makes it a lot squishier and nicer. I really want to try the other flavours. I know there's a pistachio flavour at my local shop as well. I really want to try that. And then I also wanted to include this book in this video. This is the Poppy Cook's Slow Cooker, Actually Delicious Cookbook. So Poppy Cooks is quite active on Instagram. She does a lot of like potatoes. She's a big fan of a potato, but she's also made this book and also an air fryer one, and I got them both for either Christmas or birthday. I think it might have been my birthday. And I've not used the air fryer one quite as much, but this slow cooker one I've really taken to. I think what I like about it so much is like it's very colourful and easy to use, and the method is like very easy to understand, but also I feel like it gives you recipes that are like slightly elevated but not in a stupid way. Like she'll give you just a couple of extra ingredients that are easy to get and just really add taste to the dish, without it being like, you know, crazy things that you won't be able to find. So I have made, I think my absolute favourite has been the Marry Me chicken. I do write notes after I've made it to myself next time. For example, could also serve with pasta. Might be nice with chicken stock or bacon in the sauce. That was my notes. But this has been so good. It's like a chicken breasts in like a sort of creamy, garlicky, sun-dried tomato sauce. I will hold it up in case you want to grab it. But I would thoroughly recommend that one. It's really nice. And then I also made, actually just yesterday, the spaghetti bolognese. Which is this one. I've said use nice beef, as otherwise it disintegrates and doesn't taste as good. So unfortunately I went to the shop and they didn't have any of the like nice beef that I wanted to buy, so I ended up getting like cheaper stuff, and it really did affect the dish, but the recipe itself was lovely. So I think this is a good example of what I was talking about. Like it has the basic ingredients you'd expect for a spaghetti bolognese, but then also like she adds the parmesan rind to then take out afterwards, some optional grated nutmeg, red wine, and celery and carrots, which I suppose you'd expect, but and bay leaves as well. I think they were a really good tip. So I've never ever made a spaghetti bolognese from scratch before. with better ingredients. I've also made the I don't know how to say it, the coco van, which is another like chicken in a sort of creamy cheesy sauce. I don't think it was cheesy actually. Creamy, it was like a creamy mushroomy sauce, I think. That was really nice. I did that with Delphinoise potatoes that I just bought that you can like shove in the oven. That was a really good one. But I think I'd like to try one of the casseroles next. Right, let's follow loosely along with the theme. I have bought these Novo Mins vitamins. I've been really doing some research into vitamins recently, so I realised that I was getting quite tired. Pop those there. And I think a lot of it was probably to do with the diet I was on. I had to eat a low residue diet for like health reasons. But basically I have Crohn's disease, and I was sort of diagnosed with having a stricture, so I had to really cut back my diet and try to control it with medication, and if it couldn't be controlled it would be surgery. So I have been like really cutting back my diet this year, and I mean this was back in April, so I'm finally at a place where I've started a new medication, and I think I'm starting to eat a little bit more variety in the things in that cookbook. An example of that. But for a long time I was eating like basically just soup, pasta, potatoes, white things, and I think it might have been really affecting my health. So I've started eating more like chicken and beef, trying to add a few veggies in and stuff, but I wanted to make sure that I was also adding vitamins into my diet as well, because I've tried taking multivitamins but they kind of just make me feel like a bit rubbish, like a bit nauseous. I don't know why. So I did some research, extensive research. Let me show you. I actually have my journal here because I wanted to show something else in it that you'll see later, but I can also, there's always something on the opposite page that I can't show. Let's put the moons over it. But I did some research into the kinds of vitamins that I should be getting, with a bit of a focus on Crohn's. So I found that apparently with Crohn's disease, which is an inflammatory bowel disease, you can really struggle to sort of absorb some certain types of vitamins and minerals, especially if your disease is around what's called the ileum, which mine is. So I've done some research about all the different vitamins and minerals that I should be getting, and I've jotted down some foods that will help me get them. So it's like calcium, iron, vitamin B12, vitamin D, vitamins A, E and K, folic acid, zinc and magnesium. And I looked specifically at the ones that are hard to absorb, and I got those specific ones. So I've started out with vitamin B12 and calcium and vitamin D, and so far it's been going really well. As you can see, I've eaten most of these and I will definitely be repurchasing. I keep really hoping that they're going to be on offer, which they were when I bought them, and now they're back to like £18. So I'm really hoping that they are going to go on offer soon and I can like snag them, but if not, I'll just buy them, because your health is important, right? And I have felt less tired, definitely have felt less tired since having these. At first, when I started taking them, I got a few like negative side effects, but I was taking 2 a day at the same time from having none. So I stopped taking them for about a week, and then I slowly introduced them back into my system. So I just had 1 a day, and that's what I've been doing. And just recently I've started having 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, and that's been okay. But I think my mistake was like not having them with food and having 2 at once. Our bodies are such complicated things, and I feel like it can feel so overwhelming sometimes, but I'm trying not to feel overwhelmed, and trying to listen to my body. I'd love to introduce iron tablets because I know that I'm very susceptible to anemia, but my doctor has said to not take iron tablets because it can apparently affect the biome of your stomach. So I have seen the Novamin to do like a gummy version of the iron, which I'd love to try, but I don't want to do anything adverse, especially when I'm trying to do good. You don't want to have the opposite effect. But anyway, complete tangent. I didn't actually mean to get onto, so apologies. Let's go on to something fun. I got this absolute cutie pie. He is a capybara, and I made him at Build-A-Bear. I didn't make him, somebody made him while I watched, filled him, stuffed him. I'm going to put a little picture clip, I think, to show you him being made. And my friend got a pink bear, and I got him, and I called him Creme Brulee. So this was kind of like a cheer up thing for a friend of mine. So she's been going through a really like tough breakup, and she really wanted to go and build a bear, so I went with her, and I got him. So this is his little tag. When I made him, it says Meg. Name Meg. I mean, his name's Creme Brulee, but my name's Meg. So cute. And then I did make a little journal page of my day, so that's why I've got this journal here. I will cover up my friend's face and where we were, but here we go. This is the cutie little day that we had. This is the birth certificate for Creme Brulee. I got him on the 1st of February, and he's been sat on my my bedside table ever since, looking all cute. And this is the bear that my friend got. It was such a nice day. And I called him Creme Brulee because this, I just got you might have seen in there, a bubble tea, a creme brulee bubble tea. So it seemed really fitting. And then, I really wanted to share this in this video, but it's essentially like a little treat from me to me. I got this at a maker's market, so a load of local artists come together and display their homemade things. And doesn't this just look like a little silverfish? A little green and white silverfish. It's by Asa Heffernan, I think is the name. Heffernan. And it's a brooch. And I just think it's so cute. It was £8, as you can see there. But I want to put it either on my my green work bag, or I'm actually tempted to just wear him in some videos when I'm silverfish. I love his like little ridged back. I don't know if I ever really shared like the silverfish story or not, but when I was growing up, we used to live in quite an old house, and it had little silverfish. They're like little silver bugs, which probably gross a lot of people out, to be honest. But I have really good memories of them because they used to skitter along the fireplace, and me and my mum would sit of an evening and like this sounds so weird, and like stroke them, like touch them, and then they'd slither off really, really quick. And I since found out that like they eat hair and grime, which is probably why they were there. Like we didn't live in a dirty house, I don't think, but they're probably just, the house was so old, it just had a lot of nooks and crannies, and like I think they just liked it. I think they lived in the wood. But yeah, they would scurry across and we'd just be like, whoo, and they'd slither. So I actually have really, really happy memories of silverfish, and whenever I saw them on the fireplace, like I would be happy, and I liked them. I liked how slithery and silver and shiny they were. That's why I named my channel after them. I feel like they can be very misunderstood, a little bit like ASMR sometimes. Sometimes like it's so hard to describe that you make ASMR videos, people are like, well, and it can like seem strange. Just like people might be initially a bit weirded out by silverfish, but actually like they're not doing anything wrong. I say all this and I'm a total hypocrite because I'm terrified of spiders. They also don't do anything wrong, but I can't. And then finally, another reason I have this book with me, I wanted to share just something that I've been enjoying this month as well. I'm just going to grab the little moons to cover the other page. But I've been writing out some stuff by this guy called Manson, and I've subscribed to his newsletter. It's free, you can subscribe and he'll send emails, but they're very self-help and very sort of life-affirming and helpful, very, very helpful. There's a lot of that kind of stuff out there, and I think this guy, to me, feels like he writes stuff that is very share today is this one, which is 6 Common Lies We Tell Ourselves. And they are, if I had more time, I would do the thing. So I'm really, really guilty of this. I will often be like, I haven't had time to do that thing, but then when I actually look at it, it's like, well, you have. You've just prioritised other stuff and you've procrastinated. But I think that one's really relatable for me. If I could just have that, then my life would be amazing. I think we get so caught up with like consumerism and what other people have got, and I am guilty of it as well. And sometimes, you know, materialistic things and retail therapy is great, but long term it sometimes doesn't help if you're trying to like fill a void with it, and I need to be aware of that. If I tell them this, then they will finally change. I think we can all be a little bit guilty of that. I can't live without the thing. I think that's like, to me that relates to like addiction a lot more. Not being able to, telling yourself you can't live without the thing, but it is in fact a lie that you've told yourself. And I know what I'm doing. That is one that I can really, really relate to as well. There are so many times when I'm like, I know what I'm doing is illogical, and people will try to reason it, but I'm like, no, I know what I'm doing. And it is, I think, a lie that we tell ourselves. While I'm at it, if I can find it, this is another one that, this is not Mark Manson, but this is another one that I've started to try to apply a lot more as well. So this is at the beginning of each month, tell yourself, let go of what no longer serves you, spend time with people who uplift you, focus on the things that you can control, do the things that you love more often. Your peace has to be the priority. Prioritize self-care and to take breaks. I think that's a nice one to remind yourself of each month. So this Mark Manson bloke that I've been enjoying this month, he's also wrote a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. I don't know if I can swear on YouTube or not, so we'll just leave it there. Yeah, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a. And it got really, really popular, that book, and I'm now thinking I'd really like to read it. I don't tend to read like self-helpy type books that often. Like, I find them a bit pretentious and boring a lot of the time. But that one, I really like this Mark Manson bloke. So, another thing, this is more of like what I have not loved this month, and has not been one of my favourites, but I'll share it anyway. I tried bullet journaling this month, just low-key, really low-key, because I wanted to know if I would enjoy it. So what I did was I drew some vines that you fill out on the days that you do the thing, and mine were read a book, play with trigger, run, and yoga. So you would colour in a leaf when you do it. So I read, as you can see, the first 4 days. I ran on the second day, I did yoga on the 4th day, and then nothing else got filled out. And it got to like mid-month, and I realised every night I've been like, I need to do that thing, I need to find the pens and do the thing. And steps that I did on the day. And yeah, I lasted like 3 days. And eventually I was like, I need to just draw a line under this. So I got some big capybara stamps. What are they called? Post-its. I got some big capybara post-its. And I wrote on that I'm not going to continue this. It said, I didn't want to wear my watch every day to track this, and I didn't feel like filling it out every day. Ultimately, I think I'm just better at tracking bigger activity on Strava. And I said, so I've learned that this type of tracking isn't for me. I didn't want to fill it out every day. It was demotivating when it hadn't happened, and ultimately made me avoid my journal a bit because I knew I'd need to try to remember what I'd done and fill it out. It's not fun. I want this to be a fun and cozy place. So I then did a big good vibes collage page and moved on with my life and carried on filling it out. But yeah, so there is my very brief and quickly finished experience with bullet journaling. I do think I could possibly enjoy this, but I think I need to be really careful about what I track, and make it easy, not like I need different coloured pens, and tracking daily things. I think the bigger things, like maybe when I, finished a book, or when I did yoga or running, the things that don't happen every day, I don't know. I'm not giving up with it, but I think for now I just like my journal as it is, which is basically just writing in it some feelings, sorting out some thoughts, documenting the things that I've done when I want to do a little creative time. And that's what this journal is. And yeah, I've nearly finished. This journal's always my favourite every month. But that is everything that I wanted to show you in this February monthly favourites video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Do feel very free to tell me some of your monthly favourites. I always love reading your comments, always. So take care, and I will see you